today I'm going to be sharing with you what to do or how to become a UI UX designer without design background. Hello everyone, it's very hot these days, as if the topic of UI and UX designer is on its rising. So today I'm going to be sharing with you what to do or how to become a UI UX designer without design backgrounds. So yeah, I've been thinking like lately so many people want to become a UI UX designer just because of variety reasons. For example, like maybe they are bored with their comfort zone, with their current job, they want to learn new skills, for example, or they want to find new hobbies. So yeah, learning UI UX design is not that simple, I believe. So you must have kind of strategy on how to study to learn about UI and UX design, especially when you don't have any design background at all. It's fine, it's okay, it's totally fine, because I found that even designer team at Twitter, they don't have any, some of them don't have design background. So I believe that you can do it as well. So here are some tips that I would like to share with you about how to study, how to learn, how to become a UI UX designer without design backgrounds. So tip number one is you have to learn about the design principle itself. Of course, because you don't come from the design background, it's very, very crucial, it's very essential for you to know, to understand the core, the basic of design. What I suggest to you is read many books. There are tons of books out there right now. So number one book that I would like to suggest to read to you is the Universal Principles of Design. It's basically like giving you some elements, some principle of what design is, what is the core things behind the design itself. Okay, and then the other books you can try to read Hook and also Make Me, I forgot the title. What is it? Don't Make Me Think Revisited. That's really good book. So like, yeah, why don't you try to read out those books and get familiar with the terms of design, principles, terms, the basic, the way itself, and everything. And after you learn about the design principles, why don't you try to learn about the UI UX principles itself, the core, because it's very critical. Like when you try to make design in your app or your website, and you have to understand and you have to be able to present it, to convey your design to your client. So if you don't know the basic, the core principle of design, so how can you design your client's product, right? Isn't that obvious? Isn't that logic? Not only reading many books, but if some of you don't like to read books, it doesn't matter, because some books has their own summaries. Many people who has read the books, they usually make their own summary on the books and they upload it on Google or YouTube. So you can find it on Google. Try to find a blog who discuss about the books, or on YouTube as well. Or maybe you can find the audiobooks about the book itself. So yeah, there are so many ways, many things that you can do to learn UI and UX design core principles. Don't forget that in UI and UX design, not only the design itself, but you have to master, you have to understand about other things like typography, about color psychology, color palette, like what this color means to the industry. And then the second tip is not only reading some books, you have to get familiar with the terms of UI and UX design. You can watch so many videos on YouTube about UI and UX definition, the difference between UI and UX, and even products. There are some YouTube channels that I would like to suggest to you. The first one is The Future, FUTUR. The Future is a really great YouTube channel. It brings you the information, detailed information about the UI and UX, what the designer do in daily life, and also some other tips that you might want to try. And then the other one is Our Words with W Awards. It's like a conference, it's like a TED conference that will present you so many prestigious speakers from really highly reputed companies such as Twitter, Facebook, and etc. And they will give you some suggestions and some tips on the design background. Not only that, you can also get some other tips like current trend or news in design industry. And the other YouTube channels that you want to check out is the AJ and Smart. The AJ and Smart YouTube channel is also a really good one to check out. Number 3, get yourself subscribed the community, the design community, the UI UX designer community on Facebook, so you can share your experience. You can tell them that you want to jump into the UI UX designer industry and you want to learn the industry, learn about the UI UX from the beginning. Like even if you are self-taught, or maybe you want to know like what online courses are good for you, you can ask them. So it is a good thing to join the community on Facebook. And number 4 is that if you are self-taught, you can learn online courses from Udemy, Coursera, and so many online courses out there. You can find it yourself, whether it is free or you have to pay for it. It's out there, so you can search and find some online courses that fit to you, like to your study pace. Or if you kind of don't know what to do, like really blur, maybe you want to check out the boot camps. Yes, the boot camps, the UI UX boot camps provide you with mentor, with really good materials on UI UX design. And they usually provide like 10 weeks program, 10 weeks. Try to consider about join the boot camps. Of course, it's kind of, you have to pay a lot of money. Usually it costs about 8,000K to 10K, or maybe there are some platform or online websites or other boot camps that provides you or charge you more than that. So it's kind of pricey. And some of the people who I know that join the boot camp, they think that it is worth enough of money. But yeah, if you are really financially can support that charge, that fee, you can try to join it by yourself. For example, like the bootcamps, General Assembly, and then block.io, or maybe you want to check out what are things. Let me check. Springboard, or maybe there are some other bootcamps that you already knew. So yeah, you can check that. The last tip that I would like to give to you is after all the things that you have done, after all the tips that you have tried, reading books, and then follow the instruction from the online course, or maybe you join the boot camps. So the last tip I want to share with you is check on Dribbble, Behance.net, UpLabs, Mobind, because there are so many people uploading their project, their portfolio on that platform. So you can see, like, getting your eyes familiar with the app design, website design, or animation design, visual design, and etc. So by getting yourself familiar with those designs, later on you can design your own products. So yeah, that's a good one. So after that, you can try to like copy some of the design, just try to design yourself by following the icons, the text and everything, but with some improvisation on it. That's the end of my video today, and if you have any question, please don't mind to give your comment below, your question, and I will write to you back as soon as possible. Oh yeah, I will also link down the tips that I have already talked about on this video. Okay, see you on next video. Bye bye.